Sports.
It was the most popular upset pick of the day. A somewhat inexperienced group with its first road test of the season in non-conference play. A trap game, right? For the Missouri Tigers football team, today's matchup with the Toledo Rockets was less of a trap, more of a highlight reel. Gary Pinkel returning to his former home at the Glass Bowl. His offense got to work quickly. First quarter, it's Russell Hansbrough. He finds a hole for a 16-yard touchdown, make it 7-0 in favor of the Tigers early. And then it's the passing game getting going, but it's the legs of Matty Mock on display. He escapes the rush and finds Darius White sitting all by himself in the end zone. That combo has been great this season. Make it 14-7 Mizzou. Same score later in the first, and this is one of the weirdest plays you'll see all season. Mock overthrows Sean Colkin. It gets picked off by Jordan Hayden, but check out Bud Sasser at the bottom of your screen, forces the fumble. Mizzou recovers, extending its nation-best turnover streak to 46 games. Still, 14-7 in the second quarter, ball on the 1-yard line, and Mock fakes out absolutely everybody. Bootleg turns this into a 2-score game, and then, next possession, the Rockets start to threaten. Third and goal for Philip Ely, but you cannot escape Marcus Golden. It is a 17-yard loss in the sack, and the field goal would get blocked in the next play, but this game was all about Matty Mock. He threw for a career-high 325 yards, including that bomb to Bud Sasser on a pivotal third down in the third quarter. It is the first time he's ever passed the 300-yard mark. Throw in 5 touchdowns through the air and 1 with his feet, and not a bad day for Mock. Tigers win 49-24. Other SEC action, Bo Wallace and Ole Miss taking on Vanderbilt. First quarter, Wallace hands it off to Jalen Walton, and he does the rest, taking this one all the way to the end zone. And look at that juke. Make it 7-0 in favor of the Rebels. Wallace and his coach, Hugh Freeze, trying to get on the same page. And they do that right here as Wallace finds Cody Core after sitting back in the pocket for a little bit longer. And there it is, a 20-yard TD reception. Ole Miss currently leads 41-0 in the fourth. We continue with the SEC. This time it's Alabama's home opener against Florida Atlantic. First quarter, Blake Sims looking, and he eventually just takes off and runs that one in. 7-yard touchdown run makes it 7-0 in favor of Bama. Still in the first, this time Sim finds Amari Cooper, and he goes 52 yards down the sideline all the way into the end zone. That makes it 14-0. Similar play, except to the near side as Sims then hits Kenyon Drake, and he goes in for an easy 39-yard touchdown. This one not even fair. Tide roll to a 41-0 victory. Also, in college football today, 2 former Mizzou Big 12 rivals had scares today. We start with Nebraska against McNeese State. We are tied at 24. 30 seconds left. Tommy Armstrong dumps it off to Amir Abdullah, and he does the rest, breaking tackle after tackle, and then eventually finds a big seam on his way to the end zone. Cornhuskers barely escape and win this one 31-24. Very similar, more from former Mizzou foes. Iowa State took on Kansas State, who's ranked 20th in the nation. After trailing most of the game, Wildcats QB Jake Waters runs it in for 9 yards. That gives K-State the late lead. And then last chance for Iowa State. But it ends with their QB, Sam Richardson, on the ground, and Kansas State barely gets by once again, 32-28. To baseball now, where lately everything has been going right for the Royals. They've won 4 straight and sit 2 games up on the Detroit Tigers in the AL Central with less than a month of baseball left. Their performance they can control, but injuries, you just can't do anything about it. Today, starting pitcher Danny Duffy took the mound against the New York Yankees, and the first pitch of the game seemed about as ordinary as any other one, but Duff, you'll see him in just a sec, starts walking very slowly back to the mound. Catcher Salvador Perez knows something's wrong. He calls into the bullpen, and out comes manager Ned Yost to check on his player. And after a little bit of talking, that would be it for Duffy. In comes his replacement, Liam Hendricks. Duffy, though, has had a fantastic 2.42 ERA up to now. Leaves with shoulder stiffness in his left throwing arm. Scary moment for the boys in blue. But on to the game itself. Mark Teixeira got New York to an early lead in the first, hitting a liner up the middle. That scores Prado 1-0 in favor of the Yankees. And then a little bit later, we go to the third with the score knotted at 1. This time for the Yanks, it's Jacoby Ellsbury. He triples to deep center field. That makes it 2-1. It is now a final score. Royals lose this one 6-2. Meanwhile, Cards just started Game 3 of 4 with the Milwaukee Brewers, looking to take a 4-game lead in the NL Central. Lance Lynn takes the hill, and he'll be looking to become the second active MLB pitcher, along with former Tiger Max Scherzer, to have 3 straight 15-win seasons. Playing at Miller Park actually might help his cause, as he has just dominated the Brew Crew in his 5 starts there at Milwaukee. We'll have highlights for that at 9 and 10. And lastly, we switch to volleyball. In day 2 of the Tiger Invitational, Missouri fell to Oakland 3-1 today, and they will look to bounce back against Xavier tonight, which gets underway here in just a few minutes. And that is all we have for sports today.